Today I have a great interview for you with the developer behind the RPG Tales of Frah'Akin, Natalia Grycka, who is online also known as Egite. Natalia has been working for some time already as a digital artist and is now making her first game. She is currently running a Kickstarter campaign in which you can support her and get not only the game but also some really nice goodies, as for example creating your own in-game character. So let's jump into the interview.
Hi Natalia, a pleasure to talk to you today. Great to see you.
Same. I'm really happy to be here today with you.
So you are the solo developer behind the role-playing game Tales of Frah'Akin. Can you tell us a bit about the game? What is it all about?
Yes. I'm the solo developer, and Tales of Frah'Akin is a story-driven fantasy turn-based RPG that I'm making all by myself. In the game, you can play as Na, the forest elf's princess, as she goes on her adventure to fight an upcoming evil. Along the way, she joins a lot of new characters who aid her on the journey, and she explores the whole world of Frah'Akin, which is a large fantasy world. You can also explore a lot of the environment and get a lot of items and rewards. There's a lot of lore behind each place. You can learn about the characters, their stories, about the story of the world, and beyond the world. So it's a really big game that I'm currently working on.
Yeah, I was... sorry, go please.
Yes, and I highly encourage you to check it out, since I just uploaded a new version of the demo that includes the world map in a smaller capacity, but still.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play the last version of the demo. That was a lot of fun. So I will need to check out the new version when it releases. You seem to be very passionate also about this project. Can you tell a bit what it means to you, this project?
Yes, of course. So when I was in high school, I had a lot of ideas about this fantasy land. I called it Frah'Akin. It just popped into my head. It was like something that sounded magical and mysterious. So I went with it and just kept it. And I made a short story about it. I wrote it down and even handed it to my teacher, Polish teacher, literature teacher, actually, that's how I say it. Yeah, and she seemed to like it. So firstly, I wanted to just write it down so it sticks with me, so I can maybe in the future publish it or something. But then I thought that writing wasn't my best skill, so maybe I could make a comic. So I started a comic. And then I thought, oh, I'm never going to finish it. I have so little time. So I just put it aside. And then when I started working as a freelance digital artist, I thought that maybe I could combine this passion of mine of creating worlds, of drawing, and make an RPG Maker game, since I always loved RPGs ever since I was little. They were my favorite type of games. And I wanted to leave something behind from the world that I created. And that was mainly my goal, to just put the world into something that will last forever. So yeah, either in writing or in art. And then I thought, why not make it playable? Why not make it interactive? And an RPG sounded like a great idea. And first, it was just a hobby. I worked on it after hours in my spare time. And then it grew and grew. I had a lot of more ideas, and I saw other developers and how they make the game and even make it commercial. So that's how how it grew to the point that I want to actually make a really good game that I plan to sell, and hopefully people will like it and enjoy playing it.
So you kind of went from a short story into a comic and then into a video game on it.
Yes, exactly. This project just keep on growing as I had more ideas about it and how to implement those ideas.
That's great. You mentioned RPG Maker. That's one question I also wanted to ask you. How was so far your experience with RPG Maker? Is it easy to use? Would you recommend it to other developers?
Yes, so I chose RPG Maker because I saw a lot of RPG Maker games and I read about the engine, and it seemed like something easy to use for a person who doesn't have really a lot of experience in coding or in professional game development. So it was something that anyone could practically use as a great tool to create an RPG. I saw a lot of tutorials on YouTube how to make it, so I thought, why not give it a try? And I bought it. First, I bought RPG Maker NV. It's an earlier version of the one I'm currently using, and I thought it was really, really easy to use because there was a lot of tutorials on YouTube. There is also a forum that's specifically made for RPG Maker, and a lot of people post very useful tips and help other developers. It has a lot of resources. So I thought that was cool, and the community is really great there. You can really really see how passionate people can be while using the engine. And there's a lot of plugins that help with expanding the basic options. And also they help when you're a noob coder like I am. I'm just learning as I go. So yes, I highly recommend it for beginners, especially since you can make something really easy, and then if you want to make it more professional, there's a lot of tools and useful assets that go along with it and make a lot of things possible.
It sounds to be like a great tool for somebody, for example, who comes from, like you, from an art background also, right? And gets
Yes.
and enjoys RPGs, right? So it's focused on RPGs in the end.
Exactly, and there's a lot of DLCs and packs with the music assets, art assets. So even if someone doesn't know how to create music or art, there are still ways to find cool assets that are produced by people from the community.
So in the end, for Tales of Frah'Akin, you can do much of the art yourself and import it then basically into the game, right? So
yes, exactly. I actually try to make everything custom, since I think custom art really gives that unique look of a game that, well, the free assets don't really bring. So while I still use them, I have a lot of custom but tile sets and character, and well, not characters since I do all the character work, but I use them but still edit them and make them look like nothing before, or I actually make my own versions. I'm learning pixel art since I think it's really great. I just never had the time to do it before, but pixel art is amazing. And I want to keep that pixel look in the game because it's very nostalgic, and it also improved so much over the years. Like, it can be beautiful and enchanting compared to the old games.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the game makes it, what it makes it special, right? That you have the own art
Exactly.
style also to it. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun already to play. Currently you're running a Kickstarter campaign, right?
Yes.
Why did you decide, let's say, to run such a Kickstarter campaign? And are there any specific goodies that people can get inside this campaign?
Yes, so I was inspired while looking at a Kickstarter campaign for give me a moment. The Silent Kingdom, made also by a solo developer, a girl that's from Spain, I think, a Lucky Cat. And when I saw it, that she made everything on her own, and then that she made a Kickstarter and gained a lot of money, more than she put in the goal, the main goal. I thought, like, well, if someone who's a solo developer can do it, maybe I can do it as well. That would really help me out, since I'm a freelance digital artist, and well, it's a passion passion job, but it's not very reliable. It depends on how many commissions I have, and then well, at the end of the day, I only have a few hours to work on the game. So if I had some sponsors or some funding, I would be able to really put myself on full developer mode, and also do a lot of more custom art animations, since I'm also learning how to create 2D animations in a variety of ways, like frame to frame animations, dragon bone animations, and also in the future, as I want to use Spine to make like these really cool short animated videos that you see in a lot of newer RPGs, like opening anime style or something like that. And yeah, the software is maybe not that expensive, but if you put everything into consideration, how long it takes to just make art, it's a lot of time, especially for animations. And if I got some funding, I would be more financially secured. I could work more on the game, make these cool custom assets, and hire voice actors, professional voice actors for the cutscenes, battle voices, and maybe even some short dialogue when you just come and talk to an NPC. I could also make music, or actually hire a composer full time, because so far the game only has 2 custom tracks, but they are really awesome and I love them. My composer is Andy Mitchell from Corfon Studios. He's a great friend and very, very talented composer. So he is also teaching me a bit about composing myself, since we actually worked together to create the main theme of the game. I basically came up with the melody, and he then later composed it and made it sound magical and like a fantasy fairyland.
So people can hear already, listen to your song inside the demo that you composed together, right?
Yes, exactly. So the Kickstarter is like a supporting idea, but also I still plan to do as much as I can, even if the Kickstarter doesn't work. So it's not something I need so much that I cannot finish the game, but it would help me a lot and make it just faster and easier.
Like a booster for your development.
Exactly. And about the rewards, since I haven't mentioned them yet, well, there's a lot, and I'm still coming up with new fun ideas. You can buy just the game for a price of 15 euros. And there are also an art book and a short chronicles of Tales of Frah'Akin, which is basically a lore PDF book. There are custom NPCs that will appear in the game that are designed by the backers. There are pets that also come as a reward. You can adopt a plant that will have a specific effect in the game, and you can collect it. What else? Well, there's also the music. So a full soundtrack would be available as a reward, and I will still try to make a mini version of the soundtrack after the game is released. So that's also going to be a fun reward. I plan to make an ocean world DLC. I already have the idea behind the plot and the world creation. It's going to be an underwater sea kingdom that will be just another huge region to explore, but it will tie into the world and the characters. It's going to have their own characters, quests, and basically a new story, but still it's not going to be completely separate. It's going to be more like an addition, like to the world. So it's going to expand upon it. And what else? There's an in-game letter that you can write, and it will appear in the game. There's also a custom weapon design. So if you'd like to have your own weapon, of course, within some limitations. So it's not too overpowerful, but still usable. So yes, you can customize your own weapon. You can also get a collector's edition. So it's like all-in-one reward. It's a little bit pricey, but then if you think about all the items that are inside the pack, it's still affordable for super collectors. So yes, I also post almost daily updates about the development, about the campaign. I also make community spotlights for different projects that are going on, or just even for those who already finished their campaign but are still worth checking out because they have late pledges, so we can still support it. And so, well, I also post a lot on Twitter and some videos on YouTube, so people can see the updates,
the progress
in real life. Yes, the progress, exactly.
You mentioned those customizable weapons that people can create when they are approved by you, right? That they fit into the game. And yes. I think there were also some pledges for like create your own character as an NPC, right? Within the Kickstarter campaign.
Yes.
So a limited number, but some people can create their own character.
Yes, those are limited because I cannot have like 200
NPCs running around.
Yes, I mean the world is so big, so you can create a lot, but I tried to make them limited so people know that it's something just for them. If they buy all, well, too bad. Yeah, I want to encourage people to check out all these rewards.
Yeah, we'll leave the link below in the description also to the campaign so that people can check it out.
Yes, thank you.
And what is coming next for you? What are you working? Well, you just mentioned that you just finished version 1.9. You said of the demo, and
yes. It's,
what's coming next?
Well, I'm still working on updating a few things. I want to polish the scenes that are. I want to include a lot more side quests because I already have them written down. It's just a matter of time, so I put them inside the game. I'm working on new recipes, food recipes with cool effects, because I think that crafting and cooking are some fun features that may not be included in a lot of RPGs, but I really like them myself. I'm also working on the next region, since I'm basically past the demo and I have a script ready and written for the next location. So yeah, I'm going into human lands and exploration of all the places that are there. You cannot really see them in the demo because, like I said, it's limited to all the places that are only in demo. But when you play the game, you'll be able to explore a lot more. And there's going to be also ways to travel the world a lot faster. Like you'll be able to swim in a boat or
like
ship.
Fast traveling.
Yes, and there's going to be an air balloon that will just make it so you can basically go everywhere. Yeah, I think those are really fun adjustments that come with the game progression. Yeah, and well, I'm still working on more custom icons because there are some that are not completely custom by now. So yeah, I'm adding new weapons and armor and accessories. So I hope that before I actually release the game, I will also update the demo with all the new features and content, so players get a chance to see how the game will actually look. But yeah, that's far in the future, but I keep in mind that something I want to do.
Yeah, I hope people check out your Kickstarter and also the demo version that is available already, right? So that they can see what this Tales of Frah'Akin is all about. Maybe you give as a bonus item still the short story that you have written as the origin story.
Yes, I actually think the origin story is going to be included in the Chronicles of Frah'Akin PDF book, because it's basically all the information about the characters, the world creation. But yeah, I plan to release it after the game because I don't want to spoil everything.
Okay, that sounds great. Then we have to watch for that too. Yeah, I wish you then best of luck for the Kickstarter campaign, and thank you so much for joining today this interview. And
thank you as well for having me and for spreading the word and for all your support, because you've been really great, and it really means a lot. Every bit of support, every comment, it really gives me a motivation to work on the game and make it as best as it can be. So thank you as well.
Welcome. all the best for the campaign, as mentioned. And yeah, everybody check out the demo. Thanks, Natalia. Talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.